Next we have input function. So what is an input function? Input function is used to get the data from the user at runtime. Now when we give the data here, say for example here a is equal to 10, b is equal to 20 we have given in the previous example, c is equal to a plus b. Say for example instead of this one, when we give a 10 and b 20, so always when we run this one we get what? C is equal to 30. So always, right? So what instead if we give this input function, so when we run this one, it will ask enter the first number. So we will take the first number, okay, from the user and the second number from the user. Based upon those input we are going to add. Let us say 20 and 30 we have given. So it will add for 20 and 30 is 50, right? Similarly, next time when we run, it will ask again what is the first number, what is the second number, right? So every time we run the program, it will ask what is the input for A and B. Okay, not like it is fixed like 10 and 20. Okay, that's why we need input function. We'll see this in the practical. Okay, now I have opened a spider. Fine, in this particular spider, I will take a new file. Okay, I'll remove all the things whatever there over here. Then I will say here A is equal to 10. Okay, B is equal to 20. Then I can say what? C is equal to A plus B. Okay, A plus B. Then I can say here print, I will say here sum is equal to, then I will say here C. Now when I run this one, what happens? When I run this one, sum is equal to 30, fine. Now again if I run, sum is equal to 30. Again if I run, sum is equal to 30. Now I need to change every time, I need to change here, right? So let us say 50. Now when I run this one now it is 70. So while writing the code itself, I have given the value for A and B. Okay, this is one way. It is a drawback. Every time like it is the value is fixed. When we run this one, whatever the value is there, that only will be executed. Fine. Let us open a new file. Okay, I will remove all these things. What I will do is I am going to add a comment over here. Now let us learn about input function. Okay, input function. This is a comment. Okay. Now let us take name. Okay, I want to find the student name. Okay. So let us take input. I can say here enter. Let me write here. Let us say Azad is the name. Okay, and print name equal to, then I will say here name. Okay, let me run this. Now it's going to display what? Name Azad. Every time if I run this one, name is Azad every time. Okay, if I want to change, let us say Azad, something like this. Let me run this one. Now Azad, fine. Now every time I run this one, it will give the same thing. Now what I will do is I will remove this particular thing. I will say here input enter your name. Okay, enter your name. Now I have changed this to an input function and I have a string. Let me run this one and demonstrate. Let me close the console so that we should have a fresh console. Let me run this one. Now it's going to is asking me enter your name. Let me write student name as let us say Azad. When I say Azad here, okay, or whatever the characters I am going to enter, the whole thing will be, take it out, like it will instead of this particular input, Azad will be placed and to the name it will be given in double quotes. That is a string. So whatever the Azad we are giving here, that will come over here. Let me run this one. Let me enter here and you can say it is going to display name equal to Azad. Okay, let me run again. I'll demonstrate again. So let us say enter your name. So let me write something like Shirin. Now if I press enter, it's going to display name equal to Shirin. So Shirin, what happens? Input enter your name. Fine. So this is an input function. So input function, what it does is it's going to display the message enter your name. So it has displayed that message and it will wait for the user input to enter. It will wait the user user to enter the characters and press enter. So when it press enter, whatever the characters he has typed over here, that will be replaced by this whole thing will be replaced, and whatever we have given, let us say I'll write a comment here, the whole thing will come as like Sherin we have typed, so Sherin will come, okay, in double quotes. Now it will give to what? Name. Now name contains like this one, name equal to Sherin. This is equal to like same thing, name equal to Sherin. Because we set Sherin here, that input function take this Sherin and this whole thing will be replaced and name equal to Sherin will come. Now when we type name equal to name, name contains what? Sherin. So it's going to display that one, okay. Let me run this now. Now let us say I will say here name equal to Khulud, fine. I have entered, fine. Now what happens? The whole thing will be replaced and the Khulud will come over here. So let me write here Khulud, okay. It is something like this, okay, Khulud. Then name equal to, now let me enter here, okay. Now what happened? Name equal to Khulud. So whatever we give here, okay, whatever we give here, that will come in the name, and that will be string in the form of a string. We are asking the user to enter the input, and that input will be given to the name, okay, whatever the variable name is there. Now similarly, let me write age equal to, so let me write here input. So let me remove this, okay, I don't need this. Enter your age, okay, enter your age, enter your age, and let me print. Let me copy this and I can say here age, and I'll display the age, fine. Let me run. What happens? First time one input function is there, so it is going to ask the user to enter the name, right? Then another input function is there, it's going to ask the user to enter the age, fine, and that will be given to the age variable. So we have two variables. How many variables? Name variable and age variables. Let me run this one. Now it is asking enter the name. Let me enter here Khulud. I will press enter here and you can see name Khulud. Enter your age is telling, let us say 16. If I enter, age is 16. Now here one thing, whatever we are giving here, okay, even though it's a digit, it is treated as a string. Age is treated as string. So how we can say that one? Let me print. If you remember the previous session, we have done called, let me write here something like age and type of age, okay. Type of age. Okay, type. Okay, let me run this and you can see, wait, let me write here name as Khulud, enter the age 16, and you can see what is the age data type? It is string always. Whether you enter character, whether you enter digit, always the age is what? String type, okay. Always this particular variable will be string type. Let us say I want to convert it to int. I don't want in the form of string, okay, I want. So let us say I can say here int of, I can say int. Now let me run this one, the same program I am going to run. So when I run this one, let us say Khulud, enter your age, now 16, and you can say here now age is 16 I said, now it is int. Why it said int? Because I am converting this particular data type to integer, okay, we are converting. So the string will be converted to integer. So this int is a function which converts string to integer. So now it's nothing but, see, whatever with 16 we have given, 16 is in double quote. So it's going to remove that particular double quote and will give to the age, fine. So it will convert string to an integer. So that's why we have here int. Now let us go back to our original program here. This like addition of two numbers we did, right? So let me remove this comment, okay. Don't need this, I don't need this. Now let me run, let me close the console, let me run this one, and you can say here sum is 50. Now every time if I run, it is saying sum is 50. Now what I will do is I'll replace this with input function. Let me write here input, enter enter first digit or enter A, okay, enter A. Now I will say here input, enter B, okay, enter B. Now let me run this one and see, let me close the console and let me run this one. Enter A, let us say 10, enter B, let us say 20. Now it will not add, let us see what is it. So sum is 10 and 20. So I said that one, right? Now here what happens is when you say 10, okay, when you enter 10, so what I said A equal to, like let me write the comment, what exactly it will happen here. A is equal to, it will give it in double quotes as 10. Now similarly, when I say this B equal to, when I said 20 here, so 20 will come here to the B, what happens? 20 here, okay. Now A is 10 and B is 20. Remember, this is in double quotes, this is a string. 10 and 20 are the string literals that will be given to A and B. So now A and B are string. When we add up A and B, you remember that we have done in the previous session, when we add up two strings, the C is also a string. So 10 and 20 it will not add, it will concatenate. So 10 plus 20, it will join, it will merge. 10 you have, 20 you have, it will merge because it's both are string. So that's why we can see sum as 10 and 20. So how we can rectify? How we can able to add these two properly? So what I will do is, I'll remove this. Okay, I'll remove this. What I will do is, I will say here int of, I'm converting to integer data type. Fine. I'm converting from string to integer. So let me write here int of, okay, int of this. When I say this one, let me run this one now. Let me run this. Now, when I say enter A, let us say 10, now 20, now I will get proper sum as 30. So, what is happening? So, the whole thing will be replaced by what? 10, correct? In double quotes. So, that we are going to remove the double quotes and 10 will be assigned to A. Fine. Similarly, B we are entering 20, 20 will be given to B, but before that it's going to remove the double quotes, nothing but it will convert string to integer and it will give to B. Now A and B now integers because we are converting to integer, okay. Now it's going to display 30.